Yeah.
All right, we're doing a repair assessment here today on this roof. I've outlined 3 tabs right here. This might move right or left a little bit, as I'm really just guessing and won't know until I actually start removing the sealant line. I also have the heat gun right here since we are in winter, so I do want to just measure to make sure we're good on temperature wise. And as you can see, we're at 74 degrees, which is plenty. It's not too cold, obviously definitely not too hot because it is winter, so just want to make that clear. Then I also like to use this tool. It's very flat. I use it a lot. It's most common in the roofing industry. It gets really easy underneath the shingles and separates the glue line without prying or anything. You just slide it underneath and start going. So, like I said, this might move right or left a little bit, but I'm going to start right here to see if I guessed correctly. Let's take a look. I did not, so we are going to have to move one over. See, yep, there's the actual separation. So it's going to be these 3 shingles right here. This shingle right here that we're moving. That's loose. As you can see, I'm just sliding underneath it. There's no prying involved. If you zoom in right here, you can see quite a bit of material transfer already. All this is just material transfer. And if you look underneath this one as well, I noticed it. Material transfer. And on this one, this section right here has material transfer. This section does not. You can see it's all clear, whereas this one has this like matte stuff on it. So those 3 have material transfer on it. This one seems to already be loose. Yep, there's no material transfer on this one either. I do have to go 2 quarts, so that would be the first quart. The second quart is 1 more above. Tore there a little bit right there. You can see, not major, but there is material transfer again underneath of it. Continue to move on. Look, yep, again, just material transfer all along. There it is here. Should be the last one. 2 quarts above. This one seems to be a little tricky. Thank you. Off the chalk there. Material transfer. Or check that one out. But yeah, there's material transfer as well. So it's these 3 to this quart to this quart, and then we actually have to loosen the shingle itself, of course. And again, all you can see is a bunch of material transfer. Seems to be sticking out a little bit, but material transfer again. This seems to already be loose. And then the material transfer only on this side. You can see this side here, the winch has worked its way up. So there we go. Now to actually start removing nails. That nail actually tore right through. Oh. See, the nail's still there. It tore through the shingle. See if I can push it through. Yeah, you can see it's tearing as it goes. That more. One more this port. So you can see the difference really well. This is a big old hole because it tore through. It's a nice clean hole right there. We're going to go ahead and mark that just so we don't forget. And move down. This would also tore a little bit. Nothing major. Shingle is out. There's the front of the shingle. You can see all the material transfer. And then here is the back of the shingle. Here's a really easy way to see material transfer. Here's the original glue line, and here's where it pulled up and got stuck on the other shingles. So there's material transfer along this. You can also see the holes. These two came out a little rough. But these over here, look how nice and clean those holes are. So we do have some fastener pulls. Lay this aside. So I'd like to mention this shingle is not to compare color nor size. It is simply a generic shingle I had to do this repairability assessment. So now to install a shingle is basically the reverse of what we just did. We have 2 ports of nails. The proper way to install a nail is right above the glue line. So I'm going to take the snake tool recommended by pretty much every insurance. Insert the nail here. And look, there's your glue line, so I go right above. The issue with this tool is, as you can see, that nail head's still sticking out. And honestly, it even looks like it's crooked now. The reason for that is this lip right here. You insert the nail right there, but there's that extra lip, so that nail is always going to be sticking out. That's improperly installed. So the way to properly install a nail, pull this bad one back out. See how crooked that went? It's completely crooked. Proper way, grab a new nail here, manipulate the shingle a little bit, get a flush. There we go, that's nice and flush right there. We're just going to continue to move down the line. Good. I do have to manipulate the above shingle so I can get a nice flat hit on it. There we go. And now the next port. Same deal. In this case, I don't want to hit the same spot again that already tore. Shoot. There we go. That's it. Last little piece over here. So there we go. So now all the nails are installed. Let's get a chart real quick. So you already see material transfer and fastener pulls and a small little tear. But now the biggest thing, when it clears off, crease right here. You can already see this one, there's a crease right here. Stick this one out. Yep, there's a crease building right there. Crease right there. This one has a very small one, but I count it. Yep, there's a crease right here. This one you can already tell where the crease is started, so this one is a crease. Also, this one's really clear. Crease right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 creases. That's at least 2 or 3 shingles. So we're repairing 1 shingle, we're damaging at least 3, if not more, because there's material transfer all throughout. One more thing I'd like to test. So this is obviously our work area. This is just a soft bristled brush. I just want to show the actual granule loss. So go sweep downwards and you can see all the granules falling off. They're all in this one's really easy to see because of color difference, which of course is not an issue with this one. But yeah, you can see all the granules just coming off. It is expected for the granules to come off, that is natural, but not at this extent. And the way I'd like to show that is over here. I outlined an area. This is our control area. No work was done in this area. I'm just going to do the same thing to start brushing. And you can see a little bit of granule loss, which is of course expected, but not near as much as during our work area. So not only do we have creasing, tearing, our fastener pulls, material transfer, we also have granule loss. So because of all that and the damage to the surrounding shingles, this would be considered a failure attempt. And I'll be tarping the area, removing that shingle and tarping the area so no water or anything can get in there. Yeah.